Okay. I am not going to be home this weekend. It is Monday. I know this now. I am a once a week washer, which means this mess has to get put away for the next 2 weeks. It's going to be a lot easier to do that now and not fight it later. So, got washed Saturday, so you know, it's clean. It is really, really gonna fight me because it does not appreciate being brushed this early in the wash cycle, but you know what? It'll get over it. I needed away for 2 weeks. It will just have to get over it. So, what are we doing today? Well, I am putting my hair up into a style that I can just leave it in. It's not going to tangle, not particularly badly. It's not going to need handling every day to put it back up. It will, by and large, just sit there. I can sleep on this style. I can sweat in it with minimal hassle. I have had it rained on. He doesn't like it, but it lets me have it, which, you know what, I'll take, because there is few enough wins without me picking in fights that it is willing to let me have. So, very basic style. It is not complicated in the slightest. It is 3 or 4 or 5, you know. You want to go crazy and do like 5 braids? Go for your life. Me, I'm doing 3 basic English braids and then braiding them together. And then bunning it. It'll be fine. Okay, so we are detangled. It's curls, it takes time. Not detangling weapon of choice, separating weapon of choice, because we're doing sections. So, where you put your sections will be determined by where you want the bun to sit. Or, hey, if you're going real crazy, if you're doing a bun in the first place. Now, you can go up high, in the middle, down low, up to you. It really depends on what you're doing with it. Me, I'm going high, because I need this sucker to be somewhere I can sleep on it. So, I like this part line because that's where my part sits anyway, so I'm just going to leave it there. And I'm going to take the second chunk up around there. Separate. No, I know you can separate better than that, come on. Summer in Australia. Everything just sticks. Now, you want about equal sections. If you don't, fine, whatever. It's really not a style that gets particularly fussy in that regard. I'm going roughly equal sections because it's only a third of my hair, so why not? For the record, good stuff. And my hair soaks it up like water, so that's getting applied fairly thick. Probably, you know, palmful on each section. Does it matter what kind of braid you do? No. I'm doing 3 strands because I basically don't knot in 3 strands. I don't really tangle I mat a little at the base, but that's fine, it's coming down in 2 weeks anyway. Can you do rope strands? Rope braids? Fishtails? I mean, yes. You're a glutton for punishment if you do, because, oh my god. But if your hair basically doesn't tangle in a particular braid, and you can get away with leaving it up for multiple days in that braid, then that is the braid you want to do. Because this is not a style that we are taking down. Or at least I'm not. If you're only putting it up for a day, honey, go nuts. So, we are starting with an oiled section. Now, you want these braids to come away from the scalp right where the final style is going to sit. That means this section is coming off basically right at the top of my head. Now I'm going to do the top section first because that means I don't have to argue with it later. And we are just doing basic 3-strand braids because, like I said, I don't tangle in 3-strand braids. And if I'm ignoring my hair for a week, that is the criteria we are going with. Not fancy, not pretty, just useful. Can you fluff these braids? Again, yes. I'm not going to because I would like them to stay and I would like them to hold. And if I fluff them, all they're going to do is tangle on me and get annoying and spread everywhere, and frankly, I ain't got time for that. I am, however, going to brush the tails. Because, you know, no need to make my takedown even harder in 2 weeks. It's going to be enough of a challenge as is. We're going for easy. So, you can leave long tails if you like. I mean, go mad. I'm not. I'm going all the way down. Now, when you get down to about the end, you can tie these off if you so desire. I'm just shoving a bobby pin on mine for now because that's not staying there. That is coming off when I put the rest of it together. So, what I'm going to do, that is about 2/3 of my hair left. What I'm going to do is I will finish braiding these 2 sections. Good enough. Highly recommend clean parts for this, especially if you're a curly, and honey, you know what it's like when strands decide they're going to go off and get all involved with everybody else. Clean parts. It makes your life easier. Consider it a pro tip, learn the hard way. I'm gonna braid this thing. They're both getting braided up nice and high, so they're all nice and close to this one, and I will be back. Okie dokie, we are back. we have 3 braids, roughly all in the same spot. Now we're going to pull them together. Because why manhandle 3 braids when you can manhandle 1? Okay. And bonus points, if you bowed them a little loose at the base, this cheats them into being a wee bit tighter. Okay. I'm gonna pop my bobby pins off the end because they do not need to be there anymore. Why am I making my life harder? Make sure to keep your back braiding to a minimum. Separate your strands out, because otherwise you have to pull it apart later and it's not fun. Learned that one the hard way too. Make sure my tail is nice and tangle free. Right, now scalp prep. This is whatever conditioner I'm using at the moment. Equal parts that and water with about 3 to 4 parts, no, equal parts conditioner and oil to 3 to 4 parts water. Mainly because that scalp is going to need the extra help. I'm also going to absolutely drench the tail because those ends are going to need the extra juice, and we're going in with yet more oil. At this stage it is mainly just gluing stuff down, but it also acts as a, nice little juice treatment. Keeps the braid happy for a couple of weeks. That's all the flyaways. So, bun portion. What kind of bun? Again, go nuts. It is not a style that demands precision. Precision helps, but precision usually helps. I'm going with a double wrapped Nautilus because I know it holds really well, and I know I can shove one stick in it and it will stay put for 2 weeks. I am not, however, using a stick this week. We are using an acrylic fork. I broke my green one. 2 years of non-stop bunning. And I can't find the guy who sold me this one either. But we are in. We are in. Let me check the placement, so that I know you guys can have a look. This is what it looks like from the back. It is up nice and high. I can sleep on that. It is a nice, neat bun. It can be sweated in. It can be rained on. It can be slept on. You can pull the bun portion out and redo it. No hassles. Nice and easy. You can rebraid individual sections if you think you need to. I don't usually, but this is an option if you have one braid that's just falling apart on you and the other two are okay. You can just take it down, redo that one, and put it back up again. I will probably rebun this once or twice in the next couple of weeks. Pretty much pull the bun down, shove all the flyaways back under it with yet more oil, re-oil the braids, and put it back up again. It will not even come unbraided. You know, my nice big thick chunky braid is going to stay right where it is. I'm not going to bother pulling that out until I get my next wash day, which will not be this weekend. It used to not let me have it for more than 1 or 2 weeks in a row. It's done the last 6 months of non-stop fortnightly washes. I'm going to be punished for this. I can already feel it. But it's either this or I try and wash my hair on the road, and frankly, I ain't got time for that. We'll cover that when I get back to wash it, because I will film the takedown. And I'll let you have a look at the wash return as well, if you like. But yeah, that is the cheat style. That is how I get my hair up for 2 weeks and skip a wash day at the same time. Bye.